Glug, glug, a finer group of friends you will not meet. Coffee Club!
On a Friday morning. And it is the 7th of July. Boy, time has just absolutely flown by. And for Coffee Club today, we have a couple of guests in studio.
Yes, we have Joe Vitrosky, head football coach, going to be talking about the MFL. And then we have a special guest back from college.
Yeah.
And
Isaac.
Isaac's doing a little bit of writing and helping out the newspaper here and internship himself. And he's got a special thing he's going to be talking about.
So it's going to be fun. And we probably should say, Haley's back.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
So no more Josh messing up the cameras.
Haley, you were missed. I hope you know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Do you miss sleeping in a little bit, though?
Yes. But, well, I can't really say that I slept in because my baby would wake up and I'd be up anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Well, let's start off with Joe Vitrosky talking MFL, McCook Football League. For those of us that want to do some name dropping, back in the day, started out Corn Belt many, many, many years ago and has morphed over the years. And it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It is. You get to the summer months. Obviously, you have a great school year, and then you get into the summer, and you just really look at what are the activities you can have for your youth in the summer. And McCook Football League's been a staple for a long time in July, and we purposely place it where we do to, really let the kiddos have an opportunity, a lot of different things in the summer. When we kick off McCook Football League every summer, it's right after City League Baseball, so the kids have an opportunity to take part in that. Because the grades that we incorporate are 5th through 8th, and so it's those junior high level kiddos, and so they're involved in a lot. And so for us, it's exciting to kick that off, after the July 4th holiday. It's a 3-week season. It's, like you said, Jesse, it's been going on for a long time. I played in the league, and there's nothing better than football in July, and this is kind of the kickoff to our actual season that we get into as far as our high school and junior high, our school setting ball once we get there. And we've had great participation over the years. You can't do it alone. There's a lot of people involved throughout the way, and so I really want to make sure I give a shout out to McCook Clinic PC. They're our main sponsor. We could not operate the league without them and their support year after year after year. So McCook Clinic PC is someone that, we really want to make sure that we give recognition to, because there's a lot of things that go into it, a lot of moving parts, but that's what makes it exciting. The 3 weeks it's kind of a unfortunate, they fly by, and you don't want it to do that, but once you get going, it's a 3-week season, and every week's got its flavor to it. And the first week's really getting the kids their gear. It's full contact. We put all the gear on, helmet all the way down to the pants, and for a lot of kiddos, especially the incoming 5th graders, that's the first time they've ever done something like that. And,
right.
So it's exciting. And then the kids that have done it over the years that come back year after year, it's just there's a lot of really positive things. The main thing is we always say we want to be involved with the kids in some capacity in the summer, and this is a big one for us. And those 3 weeks we get to spend with the kids, and they're going to learn a lot of football along the way. The cool thing about it is that, but we also draft them into teams, and they get jerseys and they play on teams. The teams are after NFL teams, and we play at Weiland Field. There's announcers, there's music, there's refs, there's everything that just really makes it a fun atmosphere for the kids. And in a fun way, it gets really competitive. And, and so, that's what's neat about it too. And the kids actually get to play some games, and So when it all wraps up at the end, it really is fun year in and year out to do it. And so we're looking forward to it. Coming up on Monday, July 10th will be the checkout date. Like I said, 5th through 8th grade are eligible. We're still accepting registrations for that.
And it's not just McCook kids.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that, Jesse. It's not just McCook kids. We've had a great participation of out-of-town kiddos over the years. I would say last year we did have over 150 kids in the league last year, which was one of our highest numbers in recent years. And a lot of that was we always have had great participation from our hometown kiddos here in McCook, but we've always had great participation, from the Bankelmans, Cambridge, Indianola. So there's a lot of kiddos that come over year after year. And so we really appreciate that in a sense that it just gives all the kids an opportunity to meet some new kids along the way that may not necessarily walk the same hallways as them. It does boost the numbers in the league, which is great, and that's awesome. But we do appreciate those people driving in every day for 3 weeks for that league. It just makes it that more of a great experience for all the kids, the coaches, the parents, and the fans. And ultimately, in the end, that it's just a great time for everybody.
You guys teach fundamentals. That's the idea. But actually, one of the parts that I love about MFL, McCook Football League, more than anything else, is you get some of your current high school players and some of those kids come back. When you get them teaching fundamentals, it solidifies in their brain, oh yeah, this is important.
Right. I would say that's a philosophy in our program at McCook is the technique and the fundamentals are going to always trump everything else. And so that's a huge part of it. And as you said, we get a lot. I go back to, you can't do it alone. I can't go out there and coach 150 kids myself. So there's a lot of help that goes into it. And, I definitely want to give a big shout out to Colton Stone's another guy that's been with me for a lot of years and has kind of been my right-hand man in the league. And so him and I together, along with, past players, current players, I say it all the time to our players that as much as I believe that they're signing up to come hang out with me, that's some sarcasm there. They're coming to hang out with the kids are signing up to hang out with our current players, the past players. I remember being coached by I don't want to name drop because I'll make them feel old or anything like that. But there's a lot of really integral players over the years that I had a chance to be coached by. Yeah. And that's what you remember out of all of it is those players coaching you and having fun, high fives, and those things along the way. So we really appreciate our own players coaching them up. That's what the kids are really there for. They love hanging out with those kids because then when you get to the season Friday night, hey, I know who Canyon Hosick is. He coached me in MFL. Mitchell Cole coached me in MFL, and now he's playing on Friday night. So it all comes to full circle in the end, and that's what makes it that much more special.
All right. MFL checkout day coming up on Monday, so you can still sign up. How do you do that?
Well, we're still taking registrations. The checkout is on Monday, this coming Monday, July 10th, and it's checkout because we got to get the kids their gear. It's a full contact league. We'll be doing that at McCook Junior High, and that's a change. Normally we've done it at Weiland Field. This year we're changing up and going to McCook Junior High and on the north side of the school. And like I said, we have registrations out. We are going to do if you pre-registered, we want you to come check out your equipment at 6. If you happen and didn't get a registration in, that's fine. We most certainly will accept walk-ups at 6:45. And the reason we put a limit on the league at how many kids, you can only have so much gear. And normally over the years, we've been fine. And so if you didn't get a registration in and still want to sign up, you still have till Monday to pre-register. But if for some reason Monday works best for you to show up, please show up and sign up. And we feel like there's still plenty of slots available in each division. And we always want as many kids out there as we can. And so whatever we can do to make that happen, that's what we're going to do.
Again, that is Monday, at the junior high, new location, as you mentioned. Also joining us here in the studio today, Isaac Nielsen, back for the summer, doing an internship over at the McCook Gazette here in town. And so just wanted to find out a little bit about what you're doing over there.
I'm really grateful for the opportunity with Sherry and Bruce and all them. I think it's just kind of a fun way to, make some money, of course, but also kind of flesh out a resume.
Yeah.
They've got me doing some community reporter work. So just kind of looking for mostly human interest stories around town and the area and stuff like that. But always kind of trying to incorporate new things into the paper already.
One of the things you've been working on also is kind of having I saw an intern spotlight. And there are quite a few interns in town. And so just what's that process been like for you?
It's really fun to kind of meet. I mean, it's a lot of people that I already knew, people that I kind of graduated with or a few years older than me and everybody like that. But it's fun to kind of give them an opportunity to share what they're doing, because a lot of the times people around town don't really know, depending on the profession they're doing, a lot of people around town don't know what they're doing, so it's nice to get the word out like that.
It's very cool. So, who's the next intern you got a story for? Can you drop that yet?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
You gotta read the McCook Gazette, I guess.
Look at that. Nice little tease put out there. That's good. It is Coffee Club on a Friday morning, the 7th of July, and we have some fun topics here for today. I did send them out to the guys here yesterday. We're going to start off with our weekend poll. Haley, you going to drop that?
Our weekend poll is, what event or person inspired you to improve yourself?
Ooh, that is good. All right, Josh, you get to start this off here.
See, it's a tough one. Of course, growing up, my grandpa was my idol, so I followed him and, did everything that he did, and now it's kind of turned into a grumpy old man myself. And so I would say that an event that really changed us was one time we went out fishing and we got stuck. And my grandpa was always the guy that was always you didn't cross him, right? And we figured he would have got madder than heck. But all he did was pull out his lawn chair and stick his pole in the water as his pickup was
sinking.
And they were just those little sand pits just west of town.
Yeah. And
that was the calmest I've ever seen him in a situation like that. And that really was something that we were both me and my brother were huh, he's a calm guy. And it was just as calm as could be. He knew he wasn't going to go anywhere until a tractor came. And so he got out his lawn chair and fishing pole and started fishing. And so I'd say that was an event that has always stuck with me.
Wow, that's good. Haley, how about you? What event or person inspired you to improve yourself?
Most recently, I'd probably say having my son.
Yeah.
Has changed me a lot. I've had to learn more patience.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's been a struggle, but we're getting there.
How about you, Joe?
That's a deep one.
It is.
It's deep.
Yeah.
And so, I guess when I was thinking this one over, I don't think you get into education or coaching if you didn't have a handful of people through your life that inspired you or wanted you to be better and got you there. And it's kind of a pay it forward thing, a calling, I guess. But I would say for me, it was a college situation. I started out at a school and then I transferred to another school to continue college and play college football. And so I'm at a new school. I don't know anybody. I'm in one of my first classes, and it happened to be in line with the path that I went into specifically for education, where I teach now. And it was a professor, and it was the first 2 weeks, and this this person didn't know me. I didn't know them. I just got there, and I just remember them saying to me in front of the class, we're really excited to get you here because you're going to be an asset to this program. You're a great student. And not that anybody hadn't told me that before. I didn't believe that in myself, but I'll be honest with you, the start of college to me was an eye-opener about, had to get after a little bit more, and not that I failed anything, but I could have done better. And so that comment alone totally changed the course direction for my education and how I approach things. And so I guess what it goes back to is your words and your comments carry a lot of weight, and you really think about that every day as a teacher. And just that statement there was a big deal and really changed a lot of it.
You felt like somebody was watching and there were expectations, right?
Correct. And I just think it's amazing just someone saying that and meaning it genuinely, how it can change a person, and not that you weren't working hard or trying hard, but it just amped it up a little bit more, and people are paying attention. And I would definitely say that was a moment that just totally changed how I approached education and my own schooling, and really taking an approach that when I do something, try to go above and beyond with it.
I would say my mom's my favorite teacher.
Yeah.
But the teacher that actually inspired me most too was in college, and that was Mr. Devon, Chet Devon.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if anybody remembers him.
Chet was cool. We love Chet.
But yeah, he was. Him and I had our fair share of moments.
Yeah.
Of just sitting down and talking about life exchange.
That's some things that, people, it, but the most important parts of schooling a lot of times has nothing to do with what's being taught.
Correct.
Academically.
Yeah.
It really does. So Thank you for being a part of that process. Isaac, how about you? What say you?
I don't know if I have any cool, stories per se, but I guess a lot of the people that make me better are people that don't even know who I am. So in the industry I want to go into, which is sports journalism, it's a lot of seniority type of thing. It's all about how long your resume is kind of, and how long your portfolio is. But I see writers that are a lot better than I am, and I try to kind of beat them out in a way, because I'm pretty competitive. But I guess I see what they've done, and I try to climb the last ladder faster than they did, or
nice.
Produce more than they did. So I would say my biggest people would be people that don't even know who I am.
It's all right. Inspiration can come in many forms. For me, mine's just a little bit different. It is actually, I don't know how old I was, but I do remember the vehicle that was being driven at the time. My mom and dad, when I was growing up, I was very young. We used to be a part of a group that was called Impact. And essentially, my mom and dad were the leaders of this music group. And we would go and pick up kids from different churches around the area. And then we would, on a Saturday or something, and we would rehearse day of and have a musical performance that night at a different church. Well, we go pick up all these kids all over the area. And sometimes the best way to get there was cross country. And we had this white Chevy Suburban, white and red. It was probably late 70s, early 80s model. And we're going down the road, and I think it was up around the Farnham area, but we hit a deer. And I was a very, very young person at that time, and our family never really deer hunted, so I'd never been that close to a deer. But it wasn't well for the deer. In fact, the deer succumbed to the injuries immediately. But there were not very many guys left in the vehicle. My mom was just there. My dad had to go the other way because he had the equipment. But anyway, Mom said, "Son, it's time to step up. We got to move this deer." And so at a very, very young age, I grabbed a hoof and we made way on the road. I don't know why it was that moment, but that was one of those moments that it's okay, when the time's there, I got to step up. I got to go. So thanks, Mom. That was a good one.
Yeah. And he didn't harvest it.
Well, I think we messed it up pretty good. That was when vehicles were made out of metal.
Yeah. Hey, I wish you still had that Suburban.
Probably worth something. Had a big engine. I do remember that. It was good. So what event or person inspired you to improve yourself? Our weekend poll, if you want to go and check that out on our Facebook page, and you can mention something there. We'd love to hear it. So, next topic for Coffee Club is you get to choose the superpower, but the rest of us in the room here and anybody online on our Facebook page that's watching, we can choose the side effect to your superpower. Who wants to go? Let's get Josh. Why don't you go first on this one?
Man, there's a lot of superpowers that I want, but I think I like being able to like teleport somewhere because like I got a couple weddings I got to go to.
Yeah.
But I hate being in the car for like 5 hours. So I just want to be like, I'm in Colorado Springs or
Okay.
I'm in Omaha.
So Josh can teleport. What should we make for his side effect? I'm thinking, fine, you can teleport, but you show up naked.
Yep.
And you can always buy clothes when you get there. And like if I'm going to Colorado, that'll be fine.
Why? Just assume you're on something?
Yeah.
I was going to say you teleport and it just wipes you out. You're just so tired when you get there. That is it really worth it now that I'm
Jet
here?
lagged.
That's how it is when I'm in the car.
Okay. Well, it's been a long day. I'm teleporting to the bedroom now.
Yeah.
I'm out.
That's how, it doesn't matter what time I leave.
Yeah.
But wherever I'm going, if it's longer than like a 2-hour drive,
Yeah.
I'm just pooped afterwards. I'm just ready for like a little siesta.
Joe, what's your superpower? We'll choose the side effect here.
Okay. It's hard to not want to. Endless strength. Just endless strength. Having the ability to lift anything or that thing.
Endless strength. What do you think?
Before he lists something, he has to do a full round of the Macarena.
Or I'm a little teacup full of actions. I like that. Isaac, you choose the superpower. We choose the side effect.
Probably my go-to's always been the ability to control time.
Oh, yes. To control time. What's a good side effect for that one?
To control time.
Okay, you can control time, but your significant other will always be 10 minutes late. Isn't that real life? As guys, is it not?
I'm not saying a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
better be
control
careful.
time to bring them along with you.
Okay. So mine is, well, I don't know. Mine is to magically be able to heal any vehicle that has problems. Just like touch it, and what's wrong with it is fixed now.
Okay.
What's the side effect?
You get 10 spankings.
So I'm going to be like, is it really going to be worth it? Next topic for Coffee Club here. Oh, did you get one?
No.
Okay, what was yours?
Well, Josh kind of stole mine, so I'll go with invisibility.
Invisibility. We had a story about that this morning, Florida man. Invisibility, but what's the side effect? Isaac, I know you got one.
Oh. I don't know. Something like there's a 1 in 10 chance you will be visible, but
Oh, you're taking a chance.
I don't know. There's something there.
Uncontrollable hiccups.
It's not fun.
Josh is a lot better at this than I am.
Yeah.
You're invisible, but people can still know where you're at.
Invisible, but people can still hear you. It's like the video we watched yesterday.
Yes, it's literally what I thought of.
Yeah, the video we watched yesterday. Guy's blindfolded. He's got a leather strap in his hand. And there's, what,
thought about doing it today.
3 or 4 other guys that are walking around. They have those rubber chickens nailed to their foot or strapped to their feet.
Okay.
So every step they take makes the rubber chicken sound.
Okay.
And the guy has a belt.
And he's trying to smack them. Walking around the rooms.
Oh, I got you.
And it's a room about this size. So we thought about...
That would be great.
You have to breathe through a harmonica or something like that.
It's fantastic. Next topic for Coffee Club. Are you a milk first or cereal first person?
I'm going to have to go with cereal
Okay.
in the fact of you can fill more of the bowl before you put the milk in.
How about you?
Because otherwise the milk would make the cereal float.
Yeah. How about you?
I've always been a cereal first guy just because I always like my cereal just a little bit soggy. And so, like, coating the whole thing in milk.
Yeah.
All right, that
So
was
it's
going to be my
too
next
dry.
thing.
Yeah.
Let's get my... Because the milk pour is also a different topic, too. How you pour your milk.
What? What do you mean how you...
Some people... I'm a cereal first, then milk guy. But I always go top left corner when I pour my milk in.
What's the point of cereal first?
Well, it's because I still like... I like soggy cereal, but with a little crunch, too.
I say I can agree with Josh.
If you pour it over
I
the whole
can't-
bowl,
Yeah, I can't do that either.
it's all soggy.
Yeah,
Got to have a little texture.
I can agree.
So it's the whole cereal before the milk thing. There's a right way and a wrong way.
I wonder, is there anybody milk first? Because, I'm also a cereal first guy. But I will actually start with, like, I prefer, like, a granola. And if I don't have granola, I'll break up a granola bar, put that in the bottom. Okay? And then I'll put whatever cereal.
Of course, you got to make it complicated.
And then milk.
Always.
But it's not in a bowl. It's actually in a large coffee mug. Okay? Oh, yeah. Oh,
so
much
you can
better.
have a handle.
So, no, I still hold it like this, but the thing is, then you don't have to chase the last chunks very far because you got a smaller part at the bottom and then a big bowl. And I also pour a little bit of Mexican vanilla in there, too.
Wow.
It's
That's
quite a process.
pretty.
You could sell that for
Extreme.
$13 at a...
Bodega.
Okay, so sugar first or milk first?
Wait.
Because this is a big argument in our house.
Okay, what are you sugaring, though? Not all cereal needs sugar.
No, not all cereal.
But if you
so
got,
like Raisin Bran,
I ain't eating Raisin Bran to begin with.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Not yet. Someday you'll need that fiber.
All right, so if I was doing that, I would probably milk then sugar.
See, I milk then sugar. But
Yeah.
Kyle's like, no, you gotta sugar.
No,
you gotta milk then sugar.
no, because if you do milk then sugar, you get to watch the sugar dissolve.
Yeah.
Is there cereal above the milk line?
No,
Yes.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
If there's
If you have more milk than cereal, you did it wrong.
Yeah.
All your cereal's floating.
so I'm with, who said milk first?
Me.
Okay, because you have, once you've wetted once you've
Wait,
wetted
no,
the cereal.
Sugar. I'm sugar first. And then
No,
milk.
no.
Yes.
No, because see, then it has something to stick to. Because once it's wet, then the sugar will stick
But
to
you
the
just
syrup.
stir your cereal up.
So what if you go back for like a second bowl?
Oh,
You sugarcoat again.
we got Elf over here.
And no sugar in it was a common practice, I guess.
Yeah. Milk or cereal first?
Apparently, he has something to say about it.
Who does?
Kyle, but I don't know if we can safely play it over.
Probably not.
Time for the games here on 105.3 Coyote Country. Got some fun games today. Breakfast bingo is what we'll start with here today.
So breakfast bingo works. The first answer is going to start with a B, second one I, and then followed by NGO. And so it's about that hard.
I'm going to save the hard ones for us late in the game. But the easy one here, Isaac, you get to start. A reef located off the coast of Australia.
The Great Barrier Reef.
Barrier. Very good. All right, Joe. A cold summertime treat.
Cold summertime treat. Ice cream sandwich.
Ice cream, yes. Josh. He was a general and emperor of France.
Napoleon.
Wow. Haley. It catches rainwater coming off of your roof.
Gutter.
Who wants the bonus one? Got a last one.
Isaac, he's the one that's in college.
Isaac.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to school for.
Honda's minivan is what?
Oh,
Starts with an O.
Joe's got it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Odyssey.
It is the Odyssey. Yes, very
Do you
good.
have an
We
Odyssey?
had one of those growing up.
Did you?
Odyssey.
Yeah. Spy the Lie, the next game here for the morning show. I'm going to give you 3 stats. One of them is a lie. Most Americans eat no more than 30 different foods routinely. The inventor of the computer mouse died of an infection after being bitten by a real mouse.
Ooh.
Or research that you're more productive if you have a potted plant in your office. One of those is a lie.
Can you be that where you get bit by a mouse and you invented the mouse? Can it be that real?
I'm going to go lie.
I think that's a lie.
How about you guys?
What was
Which
the
one's
first one?
Most Americans eat no more than 30 different foods routinely.
The mouse one just seems so obvious.
It does. It just seems like
But
it's...
that's why I think it's true. Because sometimes that's how stuff happens.
I mean, who would even bring that up, right?
Here lies the inventor of the mouse who got bit by a mouse and died.
I'll go with the third one to be different.
Okay, research that you're more productive if you have a potted plant in your office. The lie actually is the inventor of the mouse.
It just doesn't seem like it would.
Yeah. Although,
Now, if you would have said he would have died of cat scratch fever,
yeah.
then maybe.
Yeah. Most Americans eat no more than 30 different foods. It's true. And they generally cycle through all of them in about 4 days.
But
That's the truth.
that 30 different foods in 4 days,
Yeah.
It's a lot of meals.
and that kind of seems like a Discovery Channel documentary.
Probably.
My 600-pound life.
What's in common is our next one here. I'm going to give you a set of things. You tell me what they have in common. Pretty simple. Joe, you get to start. Mousetrap, clock, and a bomb. What do they have in common?
Mousetrap, what?
A clock and a bomb.
Oh,
Oh, man. They all have mousetrap, clock, and a bomb.
I think
They all have time that it's going to go off.
Close. What'd you think?
you have to like rig it up, set it up, or
Set. That's right. They are all set. That was good. Haley, this one's yours. Trash bags, railroad tracks, and men's clothing.
Trash bags.
Yeah. So trash bags, railroad tracks, and men's clothing. They all have something.
All right. Ties.
They all have ties. Yeah, she got it. All right, let's see. Isaac, M&M's, gummy bears, and Snickers. It's too easy. What? It's easy. M&M's, gummy bears, and Snickers.
They're
They're all candy.
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 I
Yeah.
was going for something deeper.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what.
All right, Josh, a belt, a bank robber, and a thumbtack.
A belt, a bank robber, and a thumbtack.
Yeah. Anybody?
They hold things up.
They hold things up.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, got one more for you. Pittsburgh, Glidden, and Sherwin-Williams.
I thought you said these were easy.
Not these. These were not easy at all. No.
What is it?
Pittsburgh, Glidden, and Sherwin-Williams.
Is it all brands of toilet paper?
No, they're all brands of something.
Paint.
Paint. Sherwin-Williams paint.
Oh, yeah.
I never heard of the other kind, though. So, did you get casting call done?
Yes.
Okay, casting call. Haley gets to run this game, which is cool because I get to play the game. Usually I don't get to play because I know the answers, but I don't know them. Casting call, she's going to give us the cast of some movies, and then it's up to us to find out what movie she's describing there. So,
It's got to be better than last week. You did all 70s and 80s movies.
hey, we have what's called a prep service, and they give me ideas. And the ideas they gave me was from an old person, I suppose. I'd never heard that before. So I thought maybe she'd come up with better movies.
Yeah, because she's
Oh, yeah.
a 90s kid.
Yeah.
May put me at a disadvantage.
A little bit.
Oh, you should get it. You'll be fine.
391. All right.
Okay, John Riley, Will Ferrell, and Richard Jenkins.
Stepdad.
No, you're close. Not stepdad.
Or stepbrothers.
There you go.
Step Brothers.
Okay. Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, Burt Reynolds.
Longest Yard.
Yes.
Ooh.
Wow.
All right. Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, Ted Knight.
Caddyshack.
Yep.
Got me one.
Those are all three good movies.
Those were good.
Right.
Well done, Haley.
We had to turn Step Brothers over the other day.
Turn it over.
Yeah, because it was live. I'm like, hey, we should watch Step Brothers. And Darcy walked in the room and said, nope, change it.
Because of your son?
No, she doesn't like Will Ferrell.
Oh. What's her thing with Will Ferrell?
She doesn't find him funny.
That's no reason not to. Well, yeah, it is.
It's probably the number one reason.
Yeah. Our next topic for Coffee Club this morning is try as you might. What can't you remember? Joe, you going to go first here.
Whenever I meet new people, and it gets really bad when there's like multiple people, you shake people's hand and hey, I'm such and such, they're such and such, and then you get into this deep conversation, and then all of a sudden what was your name? That's all. I don't know. I just struggle to remember their names as we're going through the conversation. No disrespect to you. That's just, it's tough.
Can we say that's hard for most people?
I think that's the number one.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Okay, then I don't feel so bad.
Well, yeah, I think everybody suffers from that.
I agree with you. I've had 2 days in a row down at the Gazette where I've interviewed people over the phone, and then I've had to call them back and ask for their name.
It happens. I mean, it's now I'm pretty good at remembering faces though. And I can usually associate, I know this person's face from this area or topic or whatever or setting. I'm pretty good about that. But then it's a lot of, hey, how are you doing? And stuff like that, All right, how about you, Isaac?
It's a tough question. I had a really good answer, but then I forgot.
Well played. Haley, you're up.
I'd say name things are a big thing for me, too.
Yeah.
I know. Lame, but
Joshua.
I can't ever remember what my wife tells me to remember.
that's all men.
She'll be like, did you do that? And I'm like, do what?
Okay, for all the ladies that are listening or watching on our Facebook Live, I just want a yes or no answer to my next question. Knowing that we guys are really bad at remembering what you say, have you ever played that to your advantage? Like, I told you.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Just post yes or no on our Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
So you've used that, even though you didn't tell us, you say, I told you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a real thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So just yesterday, Darcy's gathering stuff up for a garage sale. I think it was yesterday morning. She told me, she's like, we should go through the garage and, get stuff ready. And so then I was just like, oh, yeah. Well, time had passed, went to work, picked up Cordell, picked her up, went home, kicked my shoes off and sat down. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, gonna turn on TV. She's like,
It's been a long day.
well, don't you remember what we talked about? And I'm like,
No.
no, I don't know. What are you doing? Where are we going? Do we got a baseball game or something? No, we're going to go clean out the garage. And I'm like, nah, hey, yeah. And then that whole thing led into a whole different argument.
Yeah, it just starts boiling when
Yeah.
it gets to the.
Is the door open?
Do you remember what I told you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Help us with some hints, ladies. It's busy up here. It
Or
really
it's,
is.
or it's the medicines too. Like she'll be like, oh, don't forget to go to the pharmacy and pick up.
Yeah.
And then she tells me, and then like I pick her up from. She's like, well, did you go over to the pharmacy? I'm like, well, no.
I wanted it to be fresh when we took you home.
Yeah. And I'll be like, well, that should be, I do it that way because then we don't have to get Cordell out and go to the farm. And she knows that, like, that's a stupid excuse.
Right.
They have a drive-through.
No.
Depends on which one you go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, every time we go, so we go to Farrell's. Every time we go into Farrell's, Cordell sees the candy and he sees the toys. So then if I go in there with him,
Josh sees the candy. Josh sees the
Yeah.
toys.
he's going
Let's
to
not make excuses
something's going to
here.
be bought for him. So he knows that when he goes in the Farrell's, he gets a little smarty sucker.
Yeah.
And he got a cow this last time and he got me for $40.
Good for you. So, what is one thing that makes you question whether or not you're related to your family? I'm interested in this one. As fun as Isaac is, it'd be a hoot to have his sister here sometime.
No,
Is your sister older or younger?
younger.
She's younger. She's hilarious too. Really is.
What grade is she in now?
She'll be a senior.
She'll be a senior.
Yeah.
She is just as quick-witted as you?
No.
He's not going to give her any props. He's a brother. Yeah. So, what is one thing that makes you question whether or not you're related to your family?
This was one I just pretty much didn't have an answer to. I even asked my parents this last night, and they said we're all exactly the same.
The same person. Yeah.
I guess they all really like potato salad, and I can't stand it. But other than that, we're the same.
That's about it. Joe, how about you?
I would say my height. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny. All the family. I was just the other day. I was at my grandparents' house looking through all the family pictures, and aunts and uncles, cousins are all here, and then I'm up here. I do have one uncle that's pretty much the same height as I am, but everybody else is kind of that chest height, and so that's always because my brother. I mean,
Yeah.
he's about that height, and my sister's about that height, and mom and dad are that height, and then all of a sudden, boom, I'm up here at 6'3".
But you look at you and your brother's face, you can tell you're related.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's no doubt when we are related. It's just that height thing.
Yeah.
What happened there? So,
How about you, Haley?
I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm more to myself. And I feel like the rest of my family is maybe a little more outspoken, I guess is how I would put it nicely.
You come out of your shell a little bit being on the radio, though. and
Yes.
everything.
Yeah.
Because I remember the day.
And you speak your mind.
I if I spoke my mind as often, people wouldn't like me.
I mean, I probably still like you.
But say my mom on the other hand, she don't care.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We call that the grandpa butt effect.
I remember the day we hired you. We asked, "Hey, you want to be on the radio too?" And the look in your eye was
No.
like, "You're never getting me on the radio."
Yeah, that was me too.
Yeah. Well, true. How about you? What say you? What's the one thing that makes you question whether or not you're related to the rest of your family?
Literally nobody else in my family loves hunting and wild game. When we go hunt deer, that is just or even go coyote hunting, just
I feel like you're one with nature.
yeah. And all my family's like, ew, gross. We can't even go camping,
Yeah.
because they don't like to be out. The biggest thing is for my mom is you have to have a restroom nearby. So if you go camping, you don't have a restroom. If you're out in the woods and hunting, you don't have a restroom.
Regular George Costanza over here. We got time for one more topic, and I got two good ones, and we'll save the next one for next week. But Which one do you guys want? What's a food you can't eat due to its texture, or what's the worst thing you've stepped on with bare feet? Did somebody have one they were kind of partial to?
I had one for the food.
The food? Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do the food one this week. What is the food you can't stand due to the texture?
God bless her heart. She's no longer here, but Grandma Helen used to make ham salad sandwiches.
Oh.
And we used to love them. They were awesome, and we had them forever when we were kids. I can't even look at a ham salad sandwich anymore. And so and I know my brother, if he'd be laughing right now the same way, because we used to love them, and then now I just can't do it anymore.
How about you, Isaac?
I'm a very not picky eater. Like I'll eat just about anything.
Can you have everything touching?
Yeah.
So like Jell-O salad next to your stuffing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mixed from great combos. But the one thing that I just can't keep down is lobster. I can't put it down. I just open it up and I just can't eat it. I think I've tried twice and I've just gone and herked both times.
Haley, how about you?
Watermelon.
What?
Yes.
Watermelon?
Texture. I don't know. I am coming around to it, though. I have ate watermelon recently. I don't know if maybe I just got one bad watermelon and it ruined it for me.
Never had a St. Laboria
I've
watermelon.
never had a St. Laboria watermelon. Watermelon days.
It is
Yeah.
getting better. I have ate more recently.
My grandson is a huge fan of watermelon, so you just wait about a year. Yeah. Your kid's going to be loving that watermelon. How about you, Josh?
Anything that reminds me of mucus. So kiwis, bananas,
Avocados.
tomatoes, yeah, avocados. I like guacamole, but I hate avocados. I'm not like the California white girl. I don't like it on my sandwich. I don't like it on my
toast?
eggs, on my toast. I just can't stand things that are just slimy.
Is a banana that slimy?
Yes, when you have it in fruit salad and people put it and it turns brown, and
What kind of bananas are you eating?
all bananas do it.
I can contest to that because I can have a banana up into it to a certain point.
And then you just
If they start getting I don't know, you can tell when there's a
Yeah.
point where they cross that line and it's nope.
and then it's just banana bread.
I think
Yeah.
the only one that I can really say is plantains, and it's actually probably more based on the taste doesn't match the look.
Well, no,
Because
it looks like a banana, but
taste like the texture
like a
and
potato.
taste is like a potato. Yeah, I have a hard time with that one. So fun topics on Coffee Club, but now it is time for the birthdays and anniversaries. If you guys got any birthdays, anybody you know celebrating, let us know and we'll put them a happy birthday on there. You could also wish a happy birthday on our Facebook page if you're watching online.
so real quick, one lady did say that she has learned to text her significant other right after they talk about something, so then he's less likely to forget it.
Oh, that would be so helpful.
So then there's proof.
We talked about this. It's in the ledger.
It's like signing a waiver.
Which would be great.
That'd be handy.
That has helped. Where
So
I don't
we literally
open
have
the
to
text.
spell it out for you guys.
I leave it.
Yes.
Literally.
You left her on red.
Well, I knew that I read the first part of it and I was like, this is the reminder. So
Yes,
I'm going to
okay.
leave it.
Okay.
So it remind me to open it.
See, you just need to set a reminder text.
That is dangerous.
And I say it all the time, just text me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she wants to be mad,
Well, we shouldn't have to text
But-
you.
Oh, you should already know.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes.
Right?
Kiss.
Kiss. So you need to kiss us more.
Yeah. Today's birthdays include Joel Arterburn. He has a birthday today. Happy birthday. Any clue how old he is?
Joel,
It was messaged in to us, but there was not an age with it.
I'm going to go 36.
36,
22.
Any other birthdays?
that.
Oh,
Somebody said-
36.
Thank you.
36. I think we got another. We got another one sent in, didn't we?
Sierra Miller.
Happy birthday, Sierra. Any other birthdays?
Yeah, we had a couple called in. One of them's for Wyatt Castlebaum, turns 3.
Okay.
And
Sierra turns 28 today, by the way.
And then Tony Matson turns 43.
I also have Faley Sanford, Riley Henderson, Kyle Clough.
Jim Lewis with a birthday, and Dalton Downing, Zach Miller, Isabel Beasley's got a birthday. Happy birthday. And how about weekend birthdays? Do you have any of those?
So for other birthdays today, I got Kelly Rippin, Ross Fanning, Faley Sanford, and Jim Lewis. For my weekend birthdays, I got Kurt Gates, also Judy McCoon, Richard Hill, Emily Lashley, Kathy Bradley, and then Neil Hayes. Also, Natasha Sailors has a birthday.
Mine include Tony Budke over the weekend, Neil Hayes, like you said, Lindsay Nothnagel, Austin Cherry, Justin Huss, Gene Whedon, councilman, also Rich Hill, and Judy McCune, and Cindy Swanhorst with a birthday. So, wow. We got to pick a winner out of all those. What's one of the ones that was called in?
A donut from Sainers, ice cream from The Scoop, sandwich from Jimmy John's, and Coca-Cola.
We can go Wyatt 3.
Wyatt?
I think Wyatt would appreciate
Yes.
some ice cream and a donut.
Yeah, I love that. Great prizes coming up. That is the birthdays, and we're actually, I don't know if we should even do the celebrity birthdays because they were terrible trash.
Yeah, they were kind of trash.
They were bad.
Can you imagine being a celebrity and having hometown family radio say your birthday's trash?
Well, I mean, on our celebrity list, it's trash.
It's bad. There's not hardly any famous people. Jim Gaffigan.
Now that he's not trash. He's funny.
He's really funny. 56 years old.
But everybody else is trash.
Kristen Vanganess.
Oh, she's not. That's Penelope.
Yeah.
She's not trash.
From
but
Criminal Minds.
Everybody else.
Yeah, every single other person today is like non-famous people. I'm serious. Oh, Ringo Starr, I guess.
I'm not gonna.
He's a Beatle.
I know he's a Beatle, but I'm not partial to the Beatles.
Okay. That's July 7th, celebrity birthdays. July 8th, a little better, though.
They're no Beach Boys.
You got Kevin Bacon, who is 64.
Everybody knows Kevin Bacon.
Toby Keith.
And Toby Keith. Yeah. Toby is 61 years old. And John D. Rockefeller. Why was he famous?
For the Rockefellers.
Yes. How did he make his money?
Oil.
Well, that's right. First formidable U.S. business trust. But, yeah.
Isn't there like some stat where he had like more than 1% of the nation's wealth at some point?
Oh, I'm sure. At least. At the very latest. One other note about Kevin Bacon. If you go, he and his wife did a nice little 4th of July message on their Facebook page or Instagram or whatever. I didn't know the guy can play and sing play the guitar and sing. It was actually okay.
Oh, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought he was trying out for our showdown.
For a Coyote Country music showdown.
Because I was in my studio and I heard something. I'm like, oh, I mean, that'll be all right for the showdown. And then they told me it was Kevin Bacon.
It was better than it should have been. Yeah, that's right. Finishing up Coffee Club on a Friday morning, July 7th, and want to give a shout out to Joe Vitrosky and all of the other folks that help make McCook Football League what it is. MFL checkout is coming up on Monday.
Yep, Monday, July 10th at McCook Junior High. We have a lot of kiddos already pre-registered, and we're most definitely still accepting registrations. And if you can't get a registration in by Monday, just show up at checkout, and we'll get you hooked up and be excited about the 3-week league season.
What's your favorite part about MFL?
You know, I think the favorite part is the games. I think it's just fun to get down there and, as I said before, the atmosphere of Weiland Field with refs, announcers. You know, I want to give a shout out to our announcers that do that. They do an awesome job, and the refs that help us out, and then obviously all the coaches. It's just a great atmosphere. We get into the night, the lights come on. So I would say the games, getting the kids into teams and playing those games.
I think it's always fun too to watch the coaches of the teams go back and forth too, because it's just as much for them as it is for the kids too. The competition part.
Yeah, there's a little regulating there.
There's a little bit,
in a good way, but you gotta make sure. Remember, it's for the kids.
That's right. It's not closed off to just families either. I mean, the community can come out and watch the games.
Yeah, there's no charge to get into the games, and we invite anybody in the community or that want to come watch some football. The kids play. It's a lot of fun, and so yes, I would agree, Jesse, that there's a lot of times that home stand's pretty filled up, and that just goes back to the experience and the support. It really appreciate all the support from the parents, the community, and all the people involved that just make that 3 weeks a really great part of the summer.
Joe Vetrosky and Isaac Nielsen joining us here in the studio today. And thanks for being on here for Coffee Club.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hope you guys had a great time. That is Coffee Club on a Friday morning, July 7th. Happy weekend.